Thousands of years before European sails cut the horizon, Native Americans roamed these lands. From the Pueblo builders of the Southwest to the mound builders of the Mississippi, they farmed, traded, and worshipped nature. They called it Turtle Island, their sacred home. But soon, their world was about to change, forever. In 1492, a new world was discovered. Spanish, French, and English explorers arrived, bringing religion, steel, and disease. By 1607, the first English colony rose in Jamestown, Virginia. Then came Plymouth, where the Pilgrims landed, seeking faith and freedom. But freedom for some meant tragedy for others. Native tribes began losing land, and millions perished from foreign sickness. Still, a new identity began forming, a restless, defiant one, calling itself American. By the 1760s, the colonies had grown rich and proud. But Britain demanded taxes, without giving them a voice. Tea was dumped into the sea. Muskets were raised in rebellion. In 1776, with a single stroke of a quill, they declared, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal." The American Revolution began. Years of fire and sacrifice ended in victory. A new flag rose, and George Washington became the first president of the United States of America. A dream was born, fragile but alive.
The young nation expanded westward, across rivers, mountains, and deserts. The Louisiana Purchase, the Gold Rush, and the railroads fueled ambition. But beneath the stars and stripes, a dark shadow grew: slavery. By 1861, the nation split in two, North versus South. Brothers fought brothers in the Civil War, the deadliest conflict in American history. In 1863, Abraham Lincoln declared freedom for the enslaved. But freedom came at a terrible cost. Lincoln himself was killed in 1865. From the ashes, a new America began to rise, united once again, yet forever scarred. The late 1800s were an age of iron and ambition. Factories roared, railroads stretched from coast to coast, and tycoons like Carnegie and Rockefeller built empires of steel and oil. Immigrants poured in from every corner of the world, chasing the American dream. In 1898, after the Spanish-American War, the U.S. claimed faraway lands, the Philippines, Puerto Rico, Guam, and stepped onto the world stage. The world was changing, and America was changing with it. When World War I erupted in Europe, America at first stayed silent. But in 1917, it joined the Allies and helped turn the tide. After victory came a roaring decade: jazz, cars, and skyscrapers. Then suddenly, 1929, the Great Depression hit. Millions lost their jobs. Hope was fading, until a new leader, Franklin D. Roosevelt, lifted the nation with the New Deal. Then in 1941, bombs fell on Pearl Harbor. America entered World War II not as an observer, but as the arsenal of democracy. When it ended in 1945, with the atomic blast over Japan, the world had changed forever, and the United States stood as a superpower.
The victory of 1945 soon gave birth to a new conflict: the Cold War. The US and the Soviet Union raced to control the future through fear, space, and ideology. In the 1960s, Martin Luther King Jr. led the fight for civil rights, dreaming of equality. In 1969, America reached beyond the clouds, landing the first humans on the moon. Yet, the Vietnam War divided the nation. Protests filled the streets. The world watched as America faced its own reflection, strong, yet uncertain. By 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed. The Cold War ended, and once again, America stood alone at the top. The new millennium began with optimism. Then came September 11th, 2001, a day that changed the world. The Twin Towers fell, and America declared a war on terror. Wars in Afghanistan and Iraq reshaped geopolitics. The rise of the internet changed everything: how people lived, worked, and dreamed. In 2008, Barack Obama became the first black president, a moment of hope and history. But divisions deepened. And in 2016, Donald Trump's rise exposed the nation's fractures. Then in 2020, a global pandemic froze the world and tested America's strength once again. Political polarization, protests, and technological revolutions marked the new era. America faces rivals like China, but still commands global influence through culture, economy, and innovation. AI, space exploration, and climate challenges define its future. Despite chaos and criticism, the dream that began in 1776 still burns, because America, for all its flaws and contradictions, remains a symbol of possibility. From native tribes to moon landings, from civil wars to social revolutions, America's journey is not just the story of one nation. It's the story of humanity's endless hunger to rise, rebuild, and reach beyond the stars. Empires rise, empires fall, but the idea of freedom, once born, never truly dies.